Alright. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So, I'm commentating on my own, and there's a lot of really difficult movement stuff to do in the beginning of the game. So, let me see how best to explain this. So, I have to hit those targets manually because there's around 3 or 4 seconds where you can't actually target. So, one big thing about shooter games like around this time was there's a lot of experimentation. Halo was a thing in 2001, and that's when we kind of got the solidified dual stick shooters for consoles. But this game was developed around that time, so instead we only use the one stick to both move and aim. But one of the things about this game is that the movement in this game, there's no sideways speed cap. So because of the lack of a sideways speed cap, and on top of that, the ability to do combat and scan dashes is really, really helpful. So basically, in the game, you're supposed to be able to dash left to right when you fight an enemy, and then you can you just get some quick speed for a little bit. But if you let go of L, the game stops you, or the game will keep that sideways speed. And what I did back there was I just skipped an elevator. Oh, I know what's the problem. Shoot, recentral is... Alright. I'm going to do a safety save because of a trick coming up, and I'm also going to make an adjustment here so this is in 60 FPS, so give me 1 second to do that. There we go, that should look much better. So Parasite Queen, you're supposed to scan her mouth, and by scanning her mouth, you can actually lock onto her. You're not really supposed to be manually aiming at this game, but you can just aim up to her mouth, hold C up, and do rapid fire missiles, and she's down in like 4 seconds. Okay.
Evacuate immediately.
So coming up, I'm going to be getting into a corner and getting out of bounds. There's a very specific spot, and if I don't do this correctly, I can fall and end up having to reset, which is why I did the safety save. Yes, we're going to be looking at balls for 2 hours. So this is actually one of the most stressful parts of the entire run. Like that. And so there's collision out of bounds that's separate from the inbounds collision, but the problem with out of bounds collision is that you can't see it. And so basically I'm hitting low triggers and going on top of doors to transition them, because you can't go wherever you want. You need to make sure the next room is loaded. And so basically what I'm doing here is 3-frame jumps. doing what's called a door warp to get back inbound. So a door warp, you let the room load around you. Alright. That wasn't too bad of an escape time. I'm gonna check the restream to figure out exactly what the number was. Oh, but the restream's lagging. Yay. 504. Oh, that's not bad. Hold on, I'm checking. Do I need to... Alright. I think I should be good. Okay, so coming up is a very, very large sequence break using scan dashing. But I'm going to scan dash off the ship and get space jump first. So getting space jump first is really, really significant and completely breaks open the early game. Yeah, I just dash off here and then bunny hop across. So bunny hopping in this game, the way it works is if you hold R and L and you land on the ground, you have a 3-frame window to jump to maintain your speed. Alright. So, in this game, or the way the game's supposed to go is you're supposed to go to Chozo Ruins, get some of the first few major items in the game: missiles, morph ball, bombs, charge beam, Varia suit. And, well, I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm not getting missile launcher right away. I'll save missile launcher for a lot later into the run. But basically I'm just going to jump up here, do a scan dash, and get a missile expansion. So normally you're not able to get access to any of the missile expansions. You just go straight to missile launcher. But because I have space jump and I can scan dash, I can get that missile expansion early. And the missile launcher and the missile expansions have the same, they do the same thing. The only difference is the missile launcher has a fancy cutscene. Alright, so enjoy this mini boss fight music for a good amount of time, like 3 minutes or so. Yeah, so again, since you have space jump, you can just skip these fights. And I'm just going to go through Chozo way faster than you're really able to without space jump. Alright, this upcoming door is interesting. So, this room will not open a door until all adjacent rooms have been loaded. But if you press Z and pause the game, then this room that's already been loaded will open up. Ouch. So yeah, this is just all simple movement to get to charge beam. And I picked up a missile expansion along the way. Getting ready to make a split, but I don't have splits up. Yeah, again, scan dashing and combat dashing allow for some pretty crazy movement. So this is another room where the doors won't open until every adjacent room has been loaded. So I can take as much time as I want. Well, not as much time as I want, but I can be a little bit slow in that room and still make it and not lose time. So the way these rooms work is the door openings are not random. It is based on how long it takes for the next room to load. Whoops, that was odd. All right. All right. So this boss coming up is called Incinerator Drone, but our nickname for him is Zoid. Why do we call him Zoid is because one of the senior developers was David Zoid Kirsch. And he liked some aspects of the game being random. So, for example, that weak point that pops up is random, within a set window of time. So, the first time it pops up within 8 to 13 seconds. The other 3 times are between 15 and 25. And you can tell how good or how bad your fight was based on if you hear the music loop. So if you hear the music loop, then it was pretty bad. Oh, this third one's bad. And usually by general feel I can figure out how good or how bad each section is, because I've done this fight so many times. Yeah. So since the music looped, it wasn't really that good. Alright, and I got bombs. There actually is I think it's either a 1 or a 2 frame window to unmorph, but I need to come over here anyway. So I'm getting a missile expansion here. Okay, that was an instant unmorph. So if the camera's in a way where the view of Samus is being obstructed, then you get what's called an instant unmorph, and I did one of those back in Frigate as well, and you'll see some more little ones here and there just to save a little bit of time because you don't have to see the animation of Samus unmorphing. Alright, and I'm going to go out of bounds again, just FYI, to get Ice Beam. So everything seemed pretty normal until about this point. Yeah, you can do what's called a slope jump to get up here. And I'll explain a slope jump a little later. There's plenty of them. It's bedtime. I mean, it is prime time. We'll just keep it like that. That is definitely prime time. So, I'm morphing and landing in certain spots to hit invisible load triggers. And also, by the way, falling is very punishing in this game, so let's hope it doesn't happen. Being very careful here. Alright. It is so easy to fall off there. Okay. Okay, so there was a fight trigger and a transition trigger there. And I had to avoid the fight trigger. Oh boy, this is bad. Okay. I I got the 3-frame jump. So basically, if I missed that jump, I would have fallen all the way down, because if you fall in this game, yeah, so if you fall, then you lose all control of Samus. So getting that was pretty clutch. Good, I mean, I was supposed to hit the fight trigger, I missed it, and I didn't land on that. Alright. That's a pain. Well, if you fall in this game, you just lose control, so you can't, like, go back. So basically the way the way Out of Bounds works in this game is that you have, let me finish up this fight. Every room is surrounded by an invisible box, and inside the box, there's normal collision in physics, but outside that box is a zone called Ether, and if you go out of Ether into the box, you have a 3-frame window to jump. But the thing is, if you don't make the jump, then you fall, and you can't go back. You can't go back into the Ether because your momentum is... Whatever you start falling at, that momentum stays and you can't move until you land. Which, yeah, that's no good. I have missed that so much, Jesus. So, now since I have Ice Beam, I'm heading over to get Flagra. What is going on with this chat? Yeah, if anyone has questions, I am reading chat, so you can ask me any question that you want. Hate when that happens. I have no idea what we're talking about. The chat's gone rogue and I'm just trying to explain stuff. Alright. So yeah, you can skip a lot of things in this room. Including this gate here, you just do a bomb jump over. Alright, so I had 20 missiles, so I want to shoot one because of, in case I get missile drops. So, interesting thing about drops in this game is, if you have full missiles, the game will still allow missiles to drop, but the thing is it won't show you anything. They just won't appear at all. Which I need the drops to dash off of. Because, Flagra, Those bomb slots, well, so normally a bomb slot, you're supposed to actually enter the slot with Morph Ball, and then the bomb will work. But with these, you can just bomb on the side and it works. No idea why. Crap. That was a good recovery. So yeah, slope jumping. I didn't explain slope jumping yet. Which I did as a recovery strat. So the way slope jumping works is if you hold L and you jump along a sloped surface, you can actually gain some extra height from that. What was the question? Which Metroid Prime is best and why is it Hunters? It's called Metroid Prime for the Nintendo GameCube. Alright, so we just gotta wait during these long cutscenes in order to get Varia's suit. And after that, we'll be on our way to Magmore Ruins. Magmore Ruins? No. Is it Magmore Ruins? Shh, I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest, I played this game so long and I don't even, no, Magmore Caverns. Chozo Ruins, Magmore Caverns, Vendrana Drifts. What am I, stupid? Oh, man. I probably have some Prime runners who are face desking and are like, you idiot. Alright. So, first thing I'm getting in Magmore is the Artifact of Nature. So there's 12 artifacts you need to get in order to access the final boss of the game, Ridley. Or one of the final bosses in the game. Spoiler alert, by the way. So I just come over here, shoot 2 missiles, and all works out. Fun fact about that pillar is it actually takes more missiles to shoot down in hard mode because you deal less damage. So I just dash over. Yes, Ridley Scott is the final boss. Check out the VOD. The portal race ended up being pretty interesting. Really? Alright, so yeah, I can just dash along here to get across Monitor Station. And then I need to get an energy tank up here. We call this race tank because in any percent, that energy tank is either grabbed in races or by newer players. But in 100%, obviously, we have to get everything. Mother Brain is definitely the final boss. Alright, so we optimize our game based on in-game time, and the in-game timer only ticks up when you have direct control of Samus. So we let that cutscene play out and skip at a point where Samus is a little bit further forward, which saves about a second of in-game time at the expense of like 8 seconds real time. To be fair, some people do consider it a good thing to get the race tank all the time in any percent. Alright. That was terrible, okay. Whoops. Okay, so that was really good. Alright, so that Sheegoth fight. Oh, come on. That Sheegoth, the big Sheegoth, at first is weak to bombs, and then if you bomb him correctly, he's weak to missiles. Or she's weak to missiles. Call her Mama Sheegoth. That's a really weird question. Let me rephrase my earlier statement. I'll answer any game-related questions. Yeah, so again, you're supposed to have, at this point you are supposed to have everything I'm having before going to labs, with the exception of Ice Beam. If I can just jump off that Shiga. Shout outs to Justin for that strat. Justin DM is the current world record holder, 100%. Alright, so there's a fight here. Just this is so easy with Ice Beam. Oh yeah, if you pull up Scan Visor at the right time after transitioning your beams, you can get a fully charged beam right away. I'm doing a slope jump off here. And I need to destroy those two pirates, or this door over here won't be open. This version is the GameCube version played on the Wii, and it's also NTSC 0-00, so no player's choice, no trilogy, yeah, no Wii, nothing. It's, well, I shouldn't say nothing, it's just regular GameCube. Nice! Got that glitch, okay. Called Where's the Room? But basically, all I did was just... I was in a specific spot where the room texture just went away for a moment. Oh, God. Okay, fix this. This is easy to fix, but it does cost a little bit of time. Why is Mario DDR the best? I have no idea. This is the fastest version. Okay, so there's a fight trigger right in front of me. And so I'm just jumping over it, because otherwise it's in this... If I hit that trigger, I lose minutes. That fight is long and slow. Yeah, I have Ice Beam. Yeah, I have Super Missiles, but still. Is it easy to forget something in 100%? When you're first learning, yes, but after a while, there's really not anything you're going to forget. We use in-game time. So again, the in-game timer is when you have direct control of Samus. Unfortunately, I do have a feeling that we're not going to be able to check the in-game timer because I set my estimate a little bit high, or a little bit low. We'll see. I'll try to beat it as fast as I can. If we can't see the in-game timer, then, or the in-game time, then that's all right. I can always bring it. I can always put it in chat as the next game's coming on. But anyway, so did you guys know there are Metroids in this game? How easy is it to soft lock? Out of bounds, it can be pretty easy. You serious? I just got boosted right off. I got hit. That was interesting. Alright. Oh, give me that. I'm playing as a Metroid right now. Come on. Alright, so I'm going to be skipping a morph ball tunnel. Okay. Yeah, no, 100% does not include all enemy scans. It's 100% item completion. The mission final screen says 100%. Wait. Okay, so normally you need grapple beam to get over here. But I can just do a scan dash over. And this is allowing me to get plasma beam. You're also supposed to have spider ball, but I don't need spider ball for this. So I can just do a slope jump here. And then there's supposed to be this huge spider ball puzzle you're supposed to do, but you can skip it by doing a slope jump into an R jump here. So the way R jumping works in this game is when you're holding L and R, Samus's momentum is locked. And so what you can do is actually turn sideways and get it during an R jump and get increased speed. Yeah, now I'm trying to get... There's an energy tank in this room. This is probably one of the biggest detours of the run, is getting plasma beam in this energy tank. But... I mean, we've been using the same route for years, so it's like we haven't found any solution to get around this. Nice. Okay, there's a 1-frame window that you can morph after scanning that. And I got it. I really would have loved for that to die, but whatever. See if I can get this one. Got it. Metroid Prime as a speed game has not been the most active recently, but the community is always active in terms of like helping each other and talking about new strats and everything, but like the community's not dead in the slightest, but the amount of people who are actively running the game has gone down significantly in the past year. But especially when you get to like upper levels of play, the game can get very frustrating. And so there are like most of the top level players are taking breaks right now. I wonder what the interest for Prime 4 speedrunning is going to be like within the community. I think it's based on how good the game is, both as a casual game and as a speed game. You never know, it could be a fantastic casual game, yet be an absolutely terrible speed game. But anyway, I'm in Phendrana now, in Far Phendrana, I should say. Oh, I forgot about destroying him. Whoops. I usually remember to kill him, but I forgot. If by your definition of true 100% you're talking about all scans, yes, there's a category called 200%, but it's very boring. Like, it's 100% just with putting, it's the same route as regular 100%, except you're putting in scans. That's it. But yeah, starting off, Prime is a lot of fun to get into. The floor needed, like the amount of skill needed to get into the game is lower than it's ever been. So, like, I learned this game off a 12-hour challenge. Like, during the 12-hour challenge is when I learned this game. And about a year before I started running, that probably wouldn't have been much, that wasn't really a thing. So, it's amazing where it's at now. Alright, this missile expansion needs plasma and grapple, but I don't have grapple, so I'm just gonna jump up here like this. Come over here, get gravity suit. Alright, so after getting gravity suit, I'm hoping to get a power bomb drop. So because a power bomb will save me time in the upcoming boss fight Thardus. So if I can get some bless RNG in the chat, that would be awesome. So hopefully the bless RNG will get us a power bomb. Yeah, I learned it in about 9.5, did a run in 4, and then I've been spending on and off the past year and a half improving at the game. Well, more than a year and a half. It's been almost 2 years since I started running this game. Yes, there it is. Got it. RNG has blessed this run. Alright, so there's a missile expansion over here, which normally you need grapple beam for, but I can just do a scan dash over. Give me that. Alright, Thardus. This fight can be really tricky by trying to manual aim. Wow, that was fun. Really fun. I love how... I'm upset right now. It makes me sad. Yeah, so what I was supposed to do was not hit Scam Visor and actually, you know, hit him. This fight can lose a lot of time if you mess it up. Which, it would happen if you switched to Scam Visor instead of Combat Visor. Isn't that awesome? This game, I swear. That's how you're supposed to do it. There we go. Alright, so this is where the power bomb helps us. Alright. So unfortunately that fight did not go as clean as I was hoping, but we still got Spider Ball. Or we'll be getting Spider Ball real shortly. Yeah. You're really not supposed to be manually aiming in this game. And... excuse me. That fight is proof of why they did not intend you to manually aim at all. Nice. Yeah, if you get knocked off there then by the pirates, that's a pain. It's terrible. Alright. So yeah, at this point we're just cleaning up Fendrana. And trying to get over, or trying to clean up Fendrana. That way I don't have to come back to this area ever again. Oh yeah, so just like the way Missile Launcher works, Power Bomb expansions work the same way. You don't need main Power Bombs to have Power Bombs. I should have mentioned that a while ago. RNGesus is kind to me today. Good game. Oh yeah, one little optimization is if you mash R while on a spider track, you'll actually move a bit faster. Okay, sorry, I was like... My L trigger sounds weird, but then again, I've been speedrunning with this controller since I messed around with Ocarina of Time like over 3 years ago, so... I still have my childhood controller. The fact that this thing is still working is incredible. Oh, really? I was about to split again. Alright. So now we're done with Phendrana. You will never see me enter Phendrana again. And now I have like three things left? Yeah, four things left in Magmore. 4 things. That's why I'm back here. Magmore doesn't really have a bunch of, or many items in it. Magmore kind of can... Actually, Phendrana... Hold on, what was I going to say? Okay. The only way to get into Phendrana is through Magmore. At least this run, you'll never see me enter it again. Come on, get in there. I got Ice Spreader now. And you'll see Ice Spreader is super useful against Metroid Prime, and only Metroid Prime. Okay, so you're supposed to like use Morph Ball through here, but there are standable spots. You can do this much quicker and much easier, honestly. The normal way of doing it, you have to just like go, it's so slow. There it is. Give me my missile expansion. Okay. So yeah, there are invisible platforms that you can reveal using X-ray visor, but when you know where they all are, you don't need it. Okay. So yeah, now you're going to see a lot of items being grabbed within a very short period of time, just because Chozo has so many items, and there's a lot I need to pick up. Alright, so to get Wave Buster, you're supposed to do this really slow and obnoxious puzzle that uses a lot of missiles. But I don't feel like doing that. So I'm just gonna dash and jump over here. Do it again. And okay. Alright, I gotta do this then. Do it again. And again. There we go. That's a 1-frame morph. But yeah, getting the 1-frame morph really doesn't mean much. Luckily, all the frame perfect tricks in this game are not important. Alright, so got Wave Buster, got Artifact of Life Giver, now I'm heading over to, I'm getting a bunch of missile expansions at this point. One of those being the missile launcher. And skip this puzzle. Alright, sometimes the fastest way to get through a room isn't to go to the door quickest. So in this case, what I'm doing here is I'm hitting the load trigger first, then getting the missile expansion, and then going up to the door. And it opens immediately. If I was just to go right for the missile expansion first and then to the door, I'd be waiting a moment for the room to load. Okay, now we're coming back for the Artifact of Wild. Which Artifact of Wild ends up being faster to get later than it. You can actually get Artifact of Wild really early on in the game, like right after you beat Flagra, but it's slower in 100%, so we don't do that trick. Fucking, you are, oh, oops. You are kidding me. Ah. Gotta watch what I'm saying. I don't know how this chat is, or how this stream is in terms of language. But I'm sorry. What? Oh, man. Wow, that was messed up. Just the way that ghost moved was really messed up. Ooh, another power bomb. I'm getting good luck on power bombs this run, which is really nice. I've actually lost a PB pace run before 2 bad powerbomb luck. And it needs to be abysmal for you to lose a run. Are you serious? I didn't get a dash there. I haven't gotten a dash. I haven't missed that dash in a while. Alright. So there's an energy tank I'm going to be getting from out of bounds. Well, I'm going to be getting there from out of bounds. Alright, I've lost a run by not looking down before, so I just took a little bit of time to look down. Make sure I hit a... that's really bad. Alright, okay, I'm fine. Nope, not so fine. Alright. Alright, there we go. We're good. That could have been a terrible, terrible, terrible disaster. Like, I could have soft locked and things would have been really bad. Alright, so yeah, I just skipped this ghost fight as well, which saves quite a bit of real time. Good game! Good game! I got stuck in the collision. Which does happen sometimes. I'm not gonna make it over. See, I can just skip the fountain by doing that dash. I'm not on Discord because the delay is massive. The delay is massive on my, using, what's it called, ReCentral, which is the program I use to, local record this game. And it's what you're seeing right now. The delay is, like, about a second, so... I'm personally not on Discord for that reason. So again, nothing really too big at this point. It's mostly movement. But coming up, though, I'm going to be going out of bounds again. And you might recognize this one if you've been here the whole run. If you've been here the whole run, you'll recognize this one. The same one I used to get Ice Beam early. But I'm doing it for a different reason this time. This time I want to skip a... There's a puzzle in the room called Energy Core that I skipped way earlier. But I need to get past the door. So... Okay, that was sketchy. I had to wiggle my way to a standable spot, which meant I had less time to figure out when the room loaded. That was really sketchy, but I'm okay. Alright, there's a big puzzle here that I can skip. If I do it right. There we go. Are you talking about Discord actually being dead? I thought you were talking about the amount of people who are actually talking on the server. Nice. The Chozo cleanup was pretty clean. Oops. Okay, was for the most part clean. Alright, so I'm here to get Artifact Whirl. At this point, I've collected everything in Chozo. I'll be coming to Chozo one more time, but that's only to... I'm only just passing through Chozo real quick, but... all the major stuff in Chozo has been... or all the items, I should say, in Chozo have been acquired. Again, I hope chat you are enjoying this run, and if you have any questions about what I'm doing, let me know. Game is beautiful sometimes. Alright, so in Crash Frigate, I'm just hitting a lot of spots with Wave Beam and Thermal Visor, while having Thermal Visor out. You don't need to have Thermal Visor active to do this, but it just makes everything so much easier. And I hit this one last specifically, so that way the door can open while the cutscene's being played, because more things happen while the in-game timer is not active. Snow. Whoops. Crap. Oops. Chat has been really entertaining tonight. Or not tonight. This afternoon. Jeez. For me, it's this afternoon. For some people, it might be tonight. Yeah, it's like it's early afternoon for me. Yeah. I'm just gonna take it. I keep missing that every time. I just had plasma beam out. What am I doing? Plasma beam just destroys everything because it's an overpowered beam. But instead I decided to use ice because, I don't know, I'm not that intelligent. That's okay. It's okay, guys. Getting a missile expansion up here. And that's a good missile expansion to get because this room takes, or the next room takes forever to load. Yeah, I got X-ray visor, which is really, really important because there's a boss in Mines that you cannot beat without X-ray visor, which is why we get this stuff now as opposed to later. If we didn't need to get X-ray visor, we would have gotten it towards the end of the run. But it is 100% necessary for a boss. Okay, normally you're supposed to jump up, go around, and do a ghost fight in order to get out of here, but I can just do a jump out like this. That was close. Alright, one thing I've been doing is making sure to switch a beam before getting into an elevator or before morphing. I always know what color the next door is. So that way when I approach the door I know, or I don't need to waste time switching beams. I'm skipping a fight here by making that jump. Oh, there's one important mechanic I completely forgot to talk about. I just realized it. So, if you hold L, you kind of get... If you hold L and then release L as you... Well, sorry. If you hold L, your speed stays constant. So, if I hold L in the middle of my jump, and then a little bit through the jump, I let go of L, I can actually get a lot of increased speed while jumping. Because the way jumping works is you will slow down slightly and then speed up. So if I'm holding L to maintain speed, I don't slow down at all, I just speed up once I let go. Alright, grapple beam. Basically take every advantage we can to instant unmorph. Oh, by the way, yeah, there's a small standable spot here, so you can just say goodbye to the elevator for a little while. But yeah, let's see. Oh, so you're supposed to normally kill this pirate, but I can just jump on his head and leave. There's one frame more if I can do. Let's see if I get it. If I get it, I got all 3 of them. I don't think I got it. I think I missed that one. Yeah, I missed it. That would have been really cool to get all 3 in a marathon. I don't think I've ever gotten in a run, period. Alright, so these elite pirates, as long as you don't come within their direct line of vision, they just turn around like idiots, and you can kill them really easily. And here's the... Okay, so this maze can have anywhere from 15 to 55 squares. Odd numbers only, not counting 53. Let's see what it gave me. 43. Garbage. Okay, whatever. So I used a program to actually check exactly which maze it is, and I'll post it in chat after I finish this. That wasn't the worst maze, but still, 43 sucks. Alright. I'm gonna do another safety save. Just because I am so scared of an upcoming trick. It also gives me extra power bombs, which are always needed. Yeah, so the program works. You need to input the sides of the walls that have no electricity. There are 3 squares. It's the starting square. There's a bottom right square, not the most bottom right, but the one that's like, if you look at the bottom right square, you take the one that's a bit left from that one. And then the same thing with the top right. Yeah, shoutouts to Claris. She ended up finding all of those. Not only finding all of the possible combinations, but she drew every one of them. She manually drew every single one of them. On top of creating the program. So, big shoutouts to Claris. And then working the program's pretty easy once you've done it enough times. Ah! Oh yeah, by the way, you can do this again. And even more impressive, just go through here for a little bit. But I don't want this room to take time to load, so I just came back down. Alright. Alright, I need to focus. This is serious time, so I won't explain anything until after this trick is done. This is the most stressful trick in a marathon. Shit. Oh well. Okay, so what I was trying to do is get that artifact early. But unfortunately I missed it. And missing it loses quite a lot of time, so I'm really hoping I can beat the estimate now. What? Nice. Yeah, because I take damage without the phase-on suit. And they really did not want you to get that. Because there's a trigger in there that allows you to take an additional 1.2 damage per frame. Alright, so Omega Pirate works the same way as the other Elite Pirates. In terms of you stay on its side and turns around like an idiot. Ice is fine. Okay, so Omega Pirate works where he will spawn in the pool furthest away from you and will not spawn in the same pool twice. So I can manipulate exactly where he goes. Okay. So, unfortunately, because of that they actually put an additional trigger in that you take 1.2 damage per frame on top of the normal phase-on damage. Hi Metroid, bye Metroid. Watch, I'm going to get the boost this time. Just watch, it's going to happen. Because it happens every single time. Yep, look at that. Alright. So yeah, now I can get the last energy tank. And now it's just to clean up a phase on lines at this point. So there really isn't too much left in terms of what needs to be done for the run. See how many power bombs do I have? I have exactly the amount I need. Scans do not count for 100%. There we go. Right, I was not supposed to do that. Yeah, that elite pirate that I jumped on earlier is still there. So I just managed to skip him. Really don't want to fight him, so I left. Whoops, I did not mean to switch my beam. That's an any percent thing, not 100%. Switch back. Oh, my favorite part of the run, by the way, because this pirate is a jerk. So in 100%, I can just shoot him with a super missile. Pause here to reduce lag. Now, fun fact, you cannot get this artifact until you have gotten the main power bomb expansion. The trigger to actually blow this thing up just doesn't exist. There we go. Yeah, not bad at all. And there's flamethrower. There we go. This room has been so slow. Yeah, Twitch Whisper should work fine. I would do a Twitch Whisper. But yeah, so now we're all done with mines. Okay. Alright, so all that's left is... all that's left is getting 2 missile expansions, and then final boss. Because I have every artifact, all the energy tanks, and all the power bombs. Really? I'm an idiot. Okay. Alright, that's the last missile. So I should be able to see... I should have 250 missiles, and I do. We know I have all 14 energy tanks, and now I need to have 8 power bombs, and I do. Alright. We're good. We're 100%. Yeah, as we've been waiting to get to the final boss, one thing to say is, and this is mainly because I'm seeing a message in chat that's, you know, kind of stands out to me. Don't doubt yourself. Try it if you want to do it. Let me just put a message here. If you were doubting yourself, then there's no chance. I didn't think a few years ago I'd be doing something like this. Like, this is not what I expected. I didn't think I'd ever do something, you know, speed running. Are you kidding me? But here I am. So don't ever, ever, ever doubt yourself. Alright, Ridley. Ridley's super high. That's annoying. Try to do it like this? Oh wait, I'll go in here. I'm trying to boost. I'm trying to hit Ridley with Boost Ball. Nah, not happening. Alright. So, if you hit Ridley with Boost Ball, it deals 50,000 damage per frame. Yeah, Boost Ball's damage is absolutely ridiculous. Seriously? Okay. Yeah, for some reason, Ridley is not immune to Boost Ball. Don't know why. The ground phase, at least, isn't immune to it. Or no, sorry, the flying phase is not immune to Boost Ball, so you just Boost Ball and take out the ground phase in one hit, or the flying phase in one hit. Minesweeper is super hardcore. I run easy games like Metroid Prime, not hard games like Minesweeper. Alright. I got a first frame morph. That's hilarious. Okay. You morph on the first frame, you don't move forward at all. Oops. Alright, so... Wave. The way this fight works... there are 4 subchambers. And each... So, the first subchamber is just power and wave. The second subchamber is... The second subchamber uses power, wave, ice once each. The third subchamber uses all 4 once each, and the fourth one is just completely random. The 80% record does use the Boost Ball trick. It's so slow to not do it. Like, if you watch a low percent run, low percent does not do it because, I should have just done this. I just want to save missiles. Ice beam. What? So yeah, the one it changes to is also random in the first 3 sub-chambers, but if it already was power, it won't be power again. The other thing is it won't be power if the last one was power, so... Oh, this can be really cool, good if I Nice! And it was plasma. You can snipe him, by the way. Okay. Wave being last is really good because any of the 3 that pop up are good. Power, ice, or plasma are all super good. Wave is the worst one. Ice. Okay, it's over. That fight was... Yeah, that fight went better than I was expecting. Alright. So if you skip this cutscene fast enough, it skips the music, which... I would play the music if I didn't rely on sound effects. Okay, Essence. So the way this fight works is... what she's going to do is she's going to be in a random spot and then drop a pool. Okay, she did not go on the worst spot like she did in my practice run. And I'm going to manipulate her, so she's going to appear above me. Where are you? And I'm going to do something called attack canceling. Now I'm going in and out of the pool, because if you go in and out of the pool, you can do a little bit of damage without draining from the pool. Until I feel it's about right. Stop, and... get ready for time. Time. Alright. So... I don't know how much time we have left, so is it okay to check the in-game time? It should take like 2 minutes or so. $150, $157. Holy crap. That's actually really good considering I missed early newborn. I missed early newborn and I safety saved twice. On top of pausing at one little part. I will take that. It shows that she has Varia's suit, then goes back to showing her gravity suits. I don't understand this game. Oh, fun fact. So, the game tracks your item collection based on what you have, not what you collect. So, since you lose Phazon suit at the end of the game, you would lose a percentage. But the thing is, Phazon suit doesn't count as a percentage. It doesn't actually go towards your item completion counter. The thing is, you need it though, in order to beat the game. Let's see. Guys, guess the in-game time. Oh yeah, by the way, it looks terrible because of progressive scan. Like, for some reason, progressive scan makes these look really bad. But the game itself looks beautiful. But anyway, 123 is super good. I'm happy. Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. It was a fun run. If you like me, if you like what I do speedrunning wise, you know, give me a follow. Again, thank you.